Teachers, educators, are you feeling overworked and under-resourced? Well, we're going to address that today. My name is Harrison Painter, your Chief AI Officer, and this is your video of the day. You now have a tool at your disposal in platforms like ChatGPT that will absolutely save you time and make you feel like you have all the resources that you need right at your fingertips. I'm going to share with you today 3 prompts that will help you maybe at least spark some creativity on how you can use this. I'm going to use an example of a 6th grade teacher teaching a science class, and the project or the work is around the power of recycling and how can we do that. I'm going to show you how to create a 45-minute lesson plan. I'm going to show you how to create a rubric, and then I'm going to show you how you can craft a letter to stay in communication with the parents. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is, look, I know that you are under a lot of pressure with your students using AI, and I know there's some pushback against students using AI, but this is a skill that is absolutely going to make these young leaders more marketable in the future workforce. So it's not something that we can outright ban. So we're going to have to learn to use it when we're in the classroom, and we're also going to have to learn how to use it ourselves. And that's what this video here is all about, to help you with. But for today's video, let's jump in here to ChatGPT and let's put in a prompt that is going to help you create a lesson plan. So in this case, I already have these prompts ready to go for us. I'm going to copy and paste them in. So this first prompt is create a 45-minute lesson plan for teaching about the importance of recycling to 6th grade students. Include a hands-on activity that promotes critical thinking and collaboration. So you'll notice in this prompt, I'm very detailed in what I want, right? I want a 45-minute lesson plan. That lesson plan is going to cover the topic of the importance of recycling. We have our audience, which is a 6th grade student, and we also want to include a hands-on activity with the key outcomes that it promotes critical thinking and collaboration. Let's see what happens here. And there we go, it's ready. So I want to point out a few things that this did and how much time this can save you. It might not always be perfect, but it's going to give you that framework that you need in order to save that time. So in this case, look, we have a title for the lesson, Recycle and Reimagine, a future in our hands. We have the duration, so everything is broken down so that you can stay within a 45-minute class period. It gives you your objective. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to explain the importance of recycling and demonstrate the ability to collaborate in creating a group project from recyclable materials. It gives you a materials list so that you're fully ready. You've got that shopping list or check mark or wherever you're getting your supplies to make sure that you have everything that you need for the day. It breaks down the lesson and it completely gives you the bullet points and the time frame that you should spend on each section. So we have the welcomes, the warm-ups, greet students, pose an engaging question. It even gives you the question to ask them in case maybe you're not that creative, and this can help you get there. If you are creative, this can give you that spark to come up with an even better question. But if our trash could talk, what stories do you think it would tell? That's a pretty interesting question. An introduction to recycling, so you can discuss what it is, why it's vital to our environment. You can create some facts. You can actually go back into ChatGPT, have it pull up some facts, but please go verify those facts if it does pull up, because it's not always 100% accurate and you want to make sure you get the right information. You can see here, you can create a challenge with the students. So divide the class into small groups, provide each with a mix of recyclable materials, task them with sorting them into the correct bins, so now they're learning correctly how to do it, and then have a discussion. Was this easy? Was this hard? And did anything surprise you about the material? Another hands-on activity here, challenge each group to create a piece of art using only recycled material. That's a great idea. And why they work, visit each group and ask critical questions, right? We need to teach kids better critical thinking skills. So ask them, how does reusing these materials help our planet? Or can you think of an everyday object that could be made with this stuff. Pretty cool. And then have each group now here in part 5 is give a group presentation about their creation, explaining what they made and how they made it, and reflect on the activity. How did working together help you create this project? So you're sparking that teamwork in them. And how could we encourage more people to recycle? So now you're creating ambassadors and getting kids fired up to do this. Then you have your closure, and you can create an assessment, and it just goes on here what you could do. So this is a really great prompt when you are giving a talk, when you have a class. You could plug in the chapters of your teacher's textbook and have it break it down for you and create a lesson plan from there. So there's a lot of things we can do from here as a starting point. The next prompt I want to pull out is how could we create a rubric for this? So let's put in this prompt here, and the prompt is generate a rubric for assessing student presentations on the power of recycling. Focus on clear communication, effective visuals, and audience engagement. Let's see what it gives us. And here we go. Now you have this valuable tool at your disposal that only took a minute or so to go through. It gives you the entire rubric here: scoring levels, content knowledge, communication skills, visual aids, engagement, teamwork. It gives you exemplary, proficient, developing, beginning. So you've got this really good tool that literally took a minute or two to create. And now you can go in and make those custom tweaks if there's something that you don't like or you don't quite agree with or you want to improve on. Again, this saved you right here quite a bit of time in putting this together. And now you have this very valuable rubric to help you. Now, let's just say that you want to talk with the parents a bit about the kids and how they're doing in the class. So let's try a prompt to craft an email to the parents. And here's the prompt that I'm putting in. Draft a personalized email to the parents of, we'll just call her Jessica, a student, highlighting her recent progress in learning about the power of recycling and offering suggestions for home support. And let's craft that email. Now, I know many of us are not great at crafting emails. A lot of times tone gets lost in emails and people can get offended quickly or not understand kind of the intent of the email. So this really helps fix any of those issues if you have those. And you can customize them to each parent as well. So in this case, celebrating Jessica's leap forward in recycling education, giving them a great update, some excitement. Dear Jessica's parents, I hope this message finds you well. I'm not a big fan of that beginning. I typically take that part out because that's kind of a dead giveaway that you used AI. So make sure that you customize the email that it gives you in your voice and the way that you speak, just so it doesn't sound robotic or AI generated. I'm writing to share some fantastic news about Jessica's recent journey in our class environmental education segment, particularly her exploration into the power of recycling. Over the past few weeks, or this class, Jessica has truly embraced the spirit of environmental stewardship. She's shown remarkable curiosity and engagement during our Recycle and Reimagine unit. Her group's art project used recycling materials was not only creative, but also demonstrated her ability to think critically about the reuse of materials. It's clear that she is developing a genuine... Now, this is a little bit long. So as I'm going to let this go, we'll speed it up, and I'll show you a way to fix that. Now, a pretty good email, and some parents might want this type of description in this length. Some parents don't, and maybe we want to respect more of their time. So simply ask it, can you make this email shorter, please? And even say, what's your intent to respect the time of the parent? And let's see what happens. We gave it exactly what we wanted, and we gave it our intent. And there you go, a much shorter and to the point email. Just a quick note to share some great news about Jessica's work on our recycling unit. Her project using recycled materials was a hit, really making those parents feel proud, creative, and thoughtful. It's clear she's becoming quite the environmental steward. If you're up for it, not an assignment, right? We're not giving the parents that extra job. We're just trying to give them a little bit of a push. A home recycling station could be a fun family activity, and perhaps a weekend trip to a local recycling center could provide a real-world connection to what she's learning in class. Her enthusiasm is making waves, and I'm excited to see how she grows. Feel free to reach out if you have any thoughts or questions. What I think is a phenomenal email that could go to parents over that longer one. Respect their time, make them feel good, share the progress, and give them an idea of how they can expand from there. So just good stuff. All right, well, I hope you found this valuable. This is just a lot of cool stuff, and this is only the tip of the iceberg. So stay tuned for more videos. My name is Harrison Painter, your Chief AI Officer, and until next time, keep innovating, and God bless. Thank you.